Hello everyone, welcome back to One United. These are match reactions for the match against Istanbul and Manchester United, where we lost 2-1. Second consecutive loss of the week. I think this is so typical United, right? So inconsistent. Inconsistent is United middle's name right now. Get wall up against Spurs and then come back strong. Wins against PSG, wins against Leipzig. Newcastle. Fantastic performance, and then against Arsenal, crap again, and then today again crap. We thought these two games against Istanbul, if we win these two games, then we practically qualified. But now we have everything to play for again, and even if we win next week, we still need to take points from Leipzig and PSG. So it's not getting any easier, right? If we keep this type of inconsistent and yo-yo performance, I would say. Again, frustrating. The same problem. We cannot break down a low block defense, and our defensive structure was not good enough today, especially in dealing with Istanbul counter attack. I think they caught us by surprise in terms of how effective they are and how quickly they do the counter attack. Especially like the first goal is a straight what they call long pass from the goalkeeper. Direct route one. That is right, route one at its best. The Dembaba first goal, and the second goal as well. Really brilliant centre forward play by Dembaba. To flick it to the on-rushing players that you have, but just to show that is the game plan. He didn't even have to look. He knows support will arrive, and we are unable to adapt to that in the first half. Luckily, we managed to do that in the second half, but like I said, really disappointing because we didn't create clear-cut chances. I know we have chances clear over the line. I know we have few dangerous crosses, but we didn't work the goalkeeper. That's the most disappointing thing. We didn't work the goalkeeper. It's not that we late siege in the goal and the keeper has to make like 4 or 5 top-class saves. It's not the case. We did not create clear-cut chances. And again, we're not good enough. Even though we have Mata, Bruno, Van der Beek, Pogba, all playing today, a bit not at the same time, but still we did not manage to break down low block defense. I think we need to improve in terms of the crosses. I think the fullback, especially Wan-Bissaka, need to make more crosses. I think you've seen with Shaw in the last 2-3 games, he started to make more crosses. I think that's some instruction from Oli to break the low block. You see, he had an assist today. It's very good cross, very good skill from Shaw to assist for that Martial goal. But you can see more and more that Shaw is taking more early crosses. I think Wan-Bissaka should do the same, and I think that's what Oli needs to try and do. If he can coach an intricate style of play to break down a low block, then go for the crosses, because we have, like just now, we have bodies inside the box, but we didn't have the crosses. And again, disappointing. Like I said, unable to break a low block shows that we still somehow lack the quality, even though we already we have a lot of creative midfielders. And I have to say, our inconsistency is really pissing me off. Like I said, I'm pulling my head right now. How inconsistent we are. You know what? You will lose a lot of money, betting on this United team. One time, I think Angelino's statement becomes more obvious. I think he is accurate when he said United, they can be world class one day and they can be average another day. So that's really true, man. I don't know what Oli needs to do, but he really needs to sort this out, this inconsistency, because this inconsistency has cost us a lot of points, a lot of opportunities. If we're consistent, by now we already have 9 points on the board in our Champions League group, and next week we might win again, and then we might be a little closer in the league to Liverpool right now if we were more consistent. I can accept the first 3 games because we're not match fit yet, but after that, I can accept losing like that to Arsenal. Not playing well, so it's very hard to take, and then especially now losing again. Hope that this is the game that we can get back some confidence, get back to winning ways, but again we fail. Almost the same story as Arsenal. We cannot break down a low block defense. We are unable to create chances. We didn't make the keeper work, and that is the most frustrating thing, right? So it's crazy being United fans right now. It's really crazy. I'm not gonna talk about Oli out, Oli in, right? As far as I'm concerned, I'm not Oli in or I'm not Oli out. I'm just gonna be rational. I can still see him turning this around, but his time is limited now. I think his time has become much shorter. If we're not in closer to top 4 by Christmas, and if we fail to get out from this group, I know this is group of death, but after 2 wins against the top 2 teams, we should qualify, right? If we don't qualify from this group, if we're not closer to top 4, closer to challenge to the top spot by December, I think the board needs to look whether Oli is the right man to bring us forward. Because I know he did all he can, right? Seems like he's not, from the way I see it, I didn't see Oli the one who can take us to the next level. He's like someone who come in and improve the team, do good things with the team in terms of the culture, in terms of the recruiting the play, in terms of giving the motivation, giving them the right the right desire to play for United. But he lacks that bit extra punch, the X factor, to really push the team. He can produce magnificent result, magnificent performance once in a while. But like I said, the consistency to do that week in, week out, to play like we play against PSG and Leipzig week in, week out, that's what Oli's lacking. So I'm not sure if we can change that. I'm still willing to give him time. But like I said, if within Christmas we didn't see any improvement in terms of the consistency, then the board really needs to see, because the important thing right now is the consistency. Because last season and this season he has shown us the team can perform, can go toe to toe with big teams, can win in big games, but the consistency is still a problem. So if I'm the board right now, the only thing I will look now is not like if we're able to compete with in one-off match against Man City or or the other big teams, but I'm gonna look at the consistency right now, because that is what we are lacking, right? So I'm gonna go with the players rating right now. So interesting here, we have the so far score as well. Let's see if I agree with them. Okay, Henderson didn't have anything much to do and not at fault for both goals. Really hard for him to do anything with both goals. So I think 6.1 I think is kind of like fair. I'm gonna give him a 6. Wan-Bissaka, I think quite solid, been quite good. Maybe can do much more in attacking sense. So I'm gonna give him 6.5. So pretty close to 6.7. Tuanzebe, I'm not sure why he was sub at halftime. Maybe because of the yellow card. I think he can do better. So I'm gonna give him a 5.5. A bit disappointing, considering he came back from that performance against PSG. So I think it's a bit disappointing from Tuanzebe, because now we all have high standards for him. Maguire, quite steady. I'll give him 7, 6.9. Shaw, I think Shaw might be man of the match today. Looks like so far score agrees with me, give him the highest score. I'll give Shaw an 8 today. I think he's the one who's making all the runs, even has an assist, right? Matic played quite well, played in 2-3 different positions today. Give him a 7. Van der Beek, I would say Van der Beek been busy, always involved, but still lack that final touch. I will give him 6.5. Still need more of that final product from him. Fernandes, again, I will give him you expect more from Fernandes. You always expect more from Fernandes. So today I'm just gonna give him 6.5. Mata a bit subdued today. Almost at fault for the second goal. So give him a 6. Rashford, like I said, again, someone who's a bit subdued today. So I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Martial, I think he played better than Rashford. Scored the goal, so I'm gonna give him a 7. So that's our first team, and let's go to substitute. For Sumensa, didn't do much, right? He didn't have much time as well, so I'm gonna give him a 6. McTominay, play call, I think been busy, have a lot of touches, always try to do something, always try to make something happen. So I will give him to give him 7. I will give him 7 as well. I think he's not been outstanding, but he's not bad either. I think he's been alright. Pogba, expect more in terms of flair from him. So I'm going to 6.5. I know he didn't have a lot of time, but he had almost in half an hour, so expect to do something. He did, at least he tried, just that the final quality was not there. Cavani a bit disappointing today. You know, again, tried hard, but no end product. And Greenwood too late to make any impact, so I'm gonna give him a 5.5. And don't forget about Ole, right? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know what? I think he started. I think that's not a bad starting 11, but somehow we didn't take note of their attacking threat. And I think he need to ask his fullback to do more. I think he needs more coaching on the fullback, especially when we're facing a low block, because they will have a lot of space, a lot of time to attack, so they have to do more in terms of the crossing. So I will give Ole I'm just gonna give him a 5 today. It's not good enough. So that's match reaction and players rating. So what are your reaction? What are your opinions on this? Please put it in the comments below. Like always, please like and subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, please follow, share the video as well. Right, thanks for joining me again. I really appreciate the viewing, and of course put in your comments. I want to know if you have any opinions as well, any suggestion to us, please also put it in the comments. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.